Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As usual, it's me, Ivan, and a few days ago I visited one of my local ADs, Rafael Torres, to feel some Certina and Longines watches. And while doing so, and having a chat about watches in general, at some point they showed me this Breitling, which is part of the Top Time collection, and what can I say, it's the most stunning chronograph watch I've ever had the chance to check out in person. To be fair, the Top Time collection has never been on my radar. I've occasionally seen people sharing wrist shots of it on various Facebook groups, but it never got my attention. However, in real life, it left me speechless. It's one of these watches that you don't realize how special it is until you get it in your hands. So if you happen to be coming to Spain and you plan to visit Valencia, you should definitely drop by Rafael Torres AD and have a look at it. And if you end up interested in buying it, mention me or the channel and they'll offer you their best deal. Before I walk you through the dimensions, let me tell you a few words about the Top Time collection and what it is inspired of. It consists of 8 models, and as you can tell, they look very similar. In fact, the case design is the same, only the dials are different. The cool part is that this collection draws inspiration from automobile culture in the 60s. And so 5 out of these 8 models pay tribute to different classic vehicles that were popular during that time. For instance, the red dial model I'm showing you today represents the second generation Chevrolet Corvette that was in production from 1963 until 1967, while the blue dial model celebrates the success of Carroll Shelby, who won the Le Mans race in 1959. The rest are not any less emblematic, but if I were to pick a favorite, it would be one of these 2 I just mentioned. When it comes to the dimensions, all these retro chronographs measure 41 mm in diameter, the lug-to-lug is 50.3 mm, while the thickness is very respectable for a chronograph watch, it's only 13.3. Here you can see what it looks like on my 17 cm or 6.7 inch wrist. I apologize for the scratches on my hand, guys, I just have a very playful cat. Anyway, this watch wears incredibly well, it's extremely well balanced and very comfortable as well. The leather strap is great, 20 mm at the lugs, and it tapers down to 18 for the clasp. However, if you decide to purchase one of these Top Time Breitlings, I strongly recommend you get it with the fitted mesh bracelet. In my opinion, it's a perfect match as it adds to the vintage vibe of these models. The build quality, as you can expect from an 8,000 euro watch, is exceptional, and I hope you can appreciate it from the limited footage I've taken. This is just a hands-on review and the watch is covered with stickers, but I must say the finishing is excellent, especially the fine brushing on the sides of the case. Something else I want to point out here is that even though the crown and the pushers aren't screw-in, the water resistance of these is 100 meters and not 50 like the Navi timer I showed you a couple of months ago. Finally, this exact variant comes with a domed sapphire crystal protecting the dial, as well as a sapphire crystal exhibition case back through which you can see the B01 movement, but I'll tell you more about it in just a moment. Here is a closer look at the dial, guys. Feel free to share your thoughts as well, but to me this is pure perfection. I've said it in many videos before, red is my preferred color when it comes to watches. And in this case, I'm simply blown away with what Breitling has done here. It looks so nice that it breaks my heart I don't have 8K burning a hole in my pocket. The whole execution is once again perfect, the legibility is great, and since there is no date complication, you get one perfectly symmetrical dial layout. Next, let me briefly give you the specs of the movement. This model comes with the B01 in-house movement, which has 40 joules and a 4 Hz bitrate. The power reserve is 70 hours and it is COSC certified, so you can expect it to run between -4 and +6 seconds per day. The good news is that it's a column wheel chronograph with a vertical clutch, which means that you can leave the chronograph running all the time and it won't cause any additional wear and tear like a Valjoux 7750 would. Obviously, when it comes to reliability, I don't have any experience with this movement, simply because I've never owned a watch with it, but from what I've heard, it's supposed to be one of the best. The bottom line is, I've just added this Breitling to the top of my wish list, and as I said at the very beginning, I was never interested in this watch, but once I saw it, it was a totally different story. You know, it was so difficult to leave the store without it, but hey, it was either that or stealing it, because unfortunately I haven't won the lottery. Yet. So yeah, definitely check it out, and if you like it as much as I do, and you have the funds, go for it. You won't be disappointed. This is the end of today's video. As always, huge thanks for staying until the end. If you enjoyed it, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Take care guys, I'll see you in the next one.